What's going on, my good people? Mike Hidalgo here. Thank you for joining us on another FCP Euro DIY. Today we're going to be working on a 2011 Volvo XC90 P2. Today on the P2 behind me, we're going to be covering how to replace your cabin air filter. Now on these XC90s, they came equipped with two different climate control systems. If your vehicle is equipped with a recirculation button that says manual and automatic, then you're going to need the 1.5-inch filter. If your button does not say that, then there is a 1-inch filter version for that same cabin air filter. If you're unsure, the next best thing would be to take off the covering underneath the glove box and physically pull the filter out. You'll be able to tell if you have the 1.5-inch version or the 1-inch, as they are drastically different in size. We have the model units in front of us. However, we have a couple options available on fcpeuro.com. We recommend you do the service every 15 to 30,000 miles. In extreme cases, 10,000 miles is going to be your interval. But before we get started on this DIY, let's take a look at some of the tools we're going to need for this job. For this DIY, you're going to need a small ratchet or a bit driver. We have an extension for our ratchet and a T25. Now that we know what tools we're working with, let's go ahead and get started on this DIY. All right, my good people, we are in the passenger side of the XC90 underneath the glove box. To get started, we have two T25s to remove. So let's start with that first. We'll get these out of our way. This will allow us access to where the filter is located. And with that, we can work on pulling this cover down. All right, T25, we have 4 total to remove to get this black cover off so we can access our filter. With the last bolt out, now we can access the filter. So on this, you can see it's been in here for quite a while. It's quite filthy. The pleats are really dirty. There is an arrow that shows the direction of the airflow, so you want to make sure that you install your new filter the same way. In this case, the arrow is pointing forward towards the engine bay, so we'll make sure to install a new cabin air filter the same way. So let's grab the new one. And we're going to go ahead and feed our new filter in. We pulled out a 1-inch filter, so we're going to reinstall the 1-inch filter. These are flexible, so they will flex enough just to go in. We'll go ahead and reinstall our cover. And we just gotta get a couple pieces of hardware started, and then it will all stay up. Again, 4 T25s hold this in place. All right, once we have all 4 of those snugged up, we can reinstall our panel underneath the dash once more, making sure to tuck it in properly around the edges of the carpet. If you need to, you can pull this panel down a little bit and tuck that carpet above. Just like that. Clip this back in. And then we can install our last 2 T25s and wrap up this DIY. All right, my good people, and with that, we're going to wrap up this very easy but very tight DIY. Not a whole lot of room to work down there, but otherwise definitely doable and definitely a super important DIY. If you want to learn a little bit more about why cabin air filters are so important, be sure to click the link in the description below where our very own Ben Morawski takes you into the deep, dark world that is the filtration system inside our vehicles. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. And if you like this video and you want to see more like them, please consider subscribing. We make new ones all the time. As always, thank you for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.